Do you know the story about the neighbor who never came downstairs? We all have a weird neighbor, but ours was different. He lived in the top-floor attic apartment, and the only proof of his existence was a sound. Every night at exactly 3:33 a.m., we would hear the sound of someone slowly dragging something heavy and wet across the floor. It wasn't loud, but it was so unnerving. I asked the landlord about him, and he just shrugged. The rent always comes in cash under the door. Best tenant I've ever had. I started listening closer. I would press my ear against the ceiling trying to figure out what it was. A piece of furniture? A dead body? The sound would start in one corner of the room, move in a straight line, and then stop abruptly at the other. It became an obsession. My life revolved around that sound. I couldn't sleep until I heard it. My friends thought I was losing my mind, but they didn't have to listen to that horrifying ritual every night. One night, the sound didn't come. 3:33 a.m. came and went. The silence was even worse than the noise. I barely slept. The next day, I heard the landlord and another neighbor talking in the hallway. The tenant hadn't paid rent. The landlord had a key and decided to check on him. I watched from my peephole, a knot in my stomach. The landlord unlocked the door, pushed it open, and stepped inside. The apartment was empty. Completely and utterly empty. A thick layer of dust covered everything. No furniture, no person, nothing. But running straight across the wooden floor from one corner to the other was a single deep, continuous groove, as if something was dragged there every single night for years. The landlord just stood there confused. And in that moment, I felt a wave of relief. The mystery was solved. The tenant was gone. The nightmare was over. Then I heard it, a faint, familiar dragging sound. It wasn't coming from the attic. It was coming from the hallway right outside my own front door. And as I watched my peephole, the sound stopped.